Okay, so what if you could build a health movement, like literally from the ground up? I mean, starting with the very people who need it most. Well, that's exactly what's happening with something called the 20 for 26 plan. Today, we're going to break down this incredible community-led mission for brain health and, see how it's set to make a huge impact.
All right, so I've got a question for you, and it might sound a little out of left field. What does the Super Bowl have to do with brain health? Yeah, I know, it sounds like a weird connection, right? But just stick with me here, because I promise the answer is the key to this entire, absolutely brilliant initiative.
So to really get why this plan is such a big deal, we gotta start with the problem it's trying to solve. You see, this is so much more than just a conference. It's really a critical health mission. So you might be asking, why the laser focus on Black men's brain health specifically? Well, it's because the data. It reveals some pretty stark realities. We're talking about health disparities that have just gone on for way too long, and frankly, they demand a completely new way of thinking.
And here it is. This is the tough reality. Studies show that Black men are actually more prone to Alzheimer's and dementia. But, and here's the crazy part, they are consistently less likely to be included in the research that's trying to find solutions. It creates this just dangerous cycle where diagnoses come way too late, or even worse, they're misdiagnosed with something else entirely. And this is where things get really revolutionary. Because this isn't just about raising awareness. Nope. The goal here is to fundamentally flip the script on how scientific research is even done. We're talking about moving away from that old top-down model where the community is just, a group of subjects to a totally new model where they are active partners, co-creators, the ones leading the way.
Okay, so how in the world do you tackle a challenge that big? Well, you do it with a strategy that is just brilliantly simple and, honestly, incredibly powerful. Let's get into the 20 for 26 plan.
It all kicks off with the number 20. We're talking about 20 trusted, local, community-based organizations, or CBOs for short. And look, these are not some outside groups coming in. These are the heart and soul of the community. They are the engine that's going to power this entire movement.
All right, now for the second magic number, 26. Each of those 20 organizations gets a really simple, totally achievable mission. Just bring 26 people from your network to the conference. That's it. It's pure grassroots, person-to-person outreach at its absolute best.
And here is where that simple math becomes so powerful. You do the calculation, 20 organizations times 26 people each. That's 520 registrations. Boom, right out of the gate. That is a powerful foundation built entirely on community trust before a single ad is ever run or a single flyer is printed. So let's just walk through it real quick. Step 1, partner with those 20 CBOs. Step 2, they go out and recruit their 26 people. Step 3, you have a rock-solid foundation of 520 attendees. And from that strong base, you can build with even broader outreach to blow way past the goal of 1,800 plus participants. Now look, a plan this good doesn't just appear out of thin air, right? The secret sauce here is the incredible coalition that was already in place, already driving this mission forward. This is all about the power of partnership.
You see, the Black Men's Brain Health Initiative, they weren't starting from scratch, not at all. It was already a coalition of over 30 organizations, all working together. So the 20 for 26 campaign was perfectly designed to just tap into and activate the strength that was already there. And just take a look at some of these partners. We're talking about groups like the 100 Black Men of the Bay Area, the OK Program, Fathers Corps. I mean, these are not just names on a list. These are pillars of the Oakland community. They have the deep roots and the trusted relationships that make a campaign like this actually genuinely work.
Okay, so you've got a great plan, you've got strong partners. Awesome. But how do you know if you're actually winning, right? That's where measuring success comes in. You need clear goals for a clear impact. And believe me, they are not just winging it. The campaign has specific, measurable targets. They're aiming for over 20 CBOs, more than 1,800 attendees, and now, this part is absolutely crucial. At least 40% of all the men attending must be men of color. See, this isn't just about filling seats. It's about making sure the right people are in the room, and it holds the whole project accountable to its core mission. Yeah, that 40% goal is totally non-negotiable. This is not a, well, I hope we get there kind of number. It is an intentional strategy to make sure that the community most affected by these health disparities isn't just invited to the table, they are sitting at the head of it.
So, all this incredible planning, it all leads to one thing, the event itself.
So what does it actually feel like to be a part of this movement? Let's dive in and take a look at the 2026 conference experience.
Hey, remember that Super Bowl connection from the beginning? Well, here it is. The conference takes place during Super Bowl week in the Bay Area, and it's a full week of events, kicking off with a VIP reception, then there's a pre-conference for emerging scholars, then the big 2-day main event at Merritt College, and it's all capped off with this really cool player networking event with current and former NFL athletes.
But here's what makes this whole thing truly special. It's radically accessible. I mean, it's free. It's open to literally everyone, whether you're there in person or joining online. Seriously, where else can a high school student, a world-class researcher, an NFL player, and a local community organizer all be in the same room having the same conversation? It's just incredible.
So, the call to action? It's as simple and as powerful as the plan itself. For all those community organizations out there, the message is crystal clear. Register your 26 members today. Registration is free. It's a direct invitation to own a piece of the solution.
And all of this leaves us with a really big, really powerful question. I mean, think about it. We've just looked at one plan for one conference in one city. But it brings up this huge idea. What if this is the blueprint? How can a focused, community-led strategy just like this one not only create a great event, but maybe, just maybe, reinvent the entire future of research for everyone?